Japan dance, kumbe anaendaga anajificha na practice so Aida anakuambia, you know, I'm taking a short break but I'll be back, you guys have a good show. Kumbe Aida hapo pale hey, amekuja hapo, we are like the pressure, you guys.
It's getting kumechemka.
Hey. You get it?
Don't get it.
Don't get it.
Forget about it.
Yes.
Anyway, we're looking forward to many more of those memes this year. Kwa hivyo meme lords, politicians, we're looking up to you, msituangushe. Anyway, as we move on, so this week has been pretty interesting. We've had different stories from different, what should I call them, industries, not just the entertainment industry alone. And I've put together like 4 of those that we're just going to delve into right away. But starting us off, I think one thing that we have learned throughout the ages, ikitu inaitwa mapenzi ni ngumu wadau. Mapenzi ni ngumu. 1 minute you're on cloud 9, the next minute you're writing a diss track. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this week the one and only Shakira put out a diss track, man, and she was dissing her ex-husband, due to meet a husband, ni boyfriend, pick. And she was not mincing her words, guys. Like, there was a lyric that I think stood out for me, and it's on your screen right now. You're all worked up, slow down, so much time at the gym, but maybe work out your brain a bit too.
Where?
Yani,
where?
Let me tell you, I saw these things because she sang it in her native language, which I believe she's Colombian, so I believe she used, is it Spanish?
Yeah,
I think so. And then kuna watu masleuths wa the internet walitufanyia hapo ma translations. Let me tell you guys, kama hii sasa ya kusema aliachiwa deni, yani she was just spilling left, right, and center. Man, this, I don't know. I feel like hell hath no fury. Hell hath no, what do they call it?
Hell hath no fury. Oh.
Like a woman scorned, something like that. It's been crazy. It's been madness. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Where?
Please
nichezeni hiyo video ya Bigeni yenye anakunywanga sijui ni dawa alafu ako
It's tough, you know. That's when Impression was here. I know, I'll keep referring.
Oh
anyway,
my goodness.
When she was here telling us story ya mapenzi ni ngumu, and I mentioned Aziza kwa sababu Aziz kidogo mapenzi, you know, this is a lover girl over here. Msiumizane roho. Wanajua msiumizane roho bwana huko nje. But anyway, for PK and, you know, Shakira, I mean PK, some of these things, you know, they look so glamorous out there.
Yeah.
But when again, I think when Shakira goes, I had to write, you know, a jam and everything, and you know, Shakira jaikuwa na hizi drama, honestly, all through. So for this to happen this once, yes, there has to be some truth behind it. So I'm really sorry, by the way. It's not something to laugh at when someone is hurting. But all the same, kama napendana, pendaneni tu for the right reasons.
For me, I think it's none of our business. I honestly hate it every single time celebrities wanakuwa na such a lovey-dovey kind of marriage or relationship, and then you keep on showing us pictures of the way y'all are so in love, alafu mkiachana you come through with exposés of hata alikuwa naenda gym lakini hata hakuwa sijui what like that is such unnecessary information. We need to have a thin line between your work and your personal life, because whatever you decide to put out on social media, sisi kama consumers to consume tu. Mimi kama mdaku nitadakua tu nicheke na nyinyi mnaumia tu. So I think the moment we decide kuachana na msee, ebu mjiekeni all of that information. It is none of our business. We do not want to hear it, but mkituwekea udaku humstawi. Not to follow up on the udaku. A big shout out to all the translators who made sure that we understood, despite the fact that hatukuwa tunaelewa hiyo lugha, but that was unnecessary information.
I agree, man. It's sad. But anyway, wacha mambo yao tu. Rick Mo, kuna kitu ya kufungia hii maneno?
Mimi nitatoa meme.
There you have it. I mean, kila mtu ako na their own space. Rick, meme, huyu
mimi mdaku any day, anytime. Utaki uvivu jamani.
Mimi niko hapo for the good vibes.
Anyway, moving on to a kid in this country who has shocked me. I don't know if I should say he's shocked me or he's amused me. Yani nimebaki tu na alama ya mshangao na bumbuazi. Anyway, so a 22-year-old form 4 and form 3 jamani, form 4 student from Kamunda Secondary School in Awendo faked his own kidnapping, guys. And he asked his mom for 20,000 bob. So, venye kulienda, madhake alikata. The mom was like, nope, I ain't sending this money. Turns out he had actually been sending his mom texts. He kidnapped himself for 4 days. Apparently, he was living in different areas during those 4 days. He was away. And when he saw that his mom was not sending money, he took himself back home. Now, here's where it gets tricky, yeah? Turns out he went to a butchery, a local butchery, and purchased blood and smeared it on himself, yeah? And went back home and told his mom he had been beaten. by the so-called kidnappers.
Wow.
So the mom saw him and he was like, I'm not buying this story. He frog marched the boy to the police station where he now finally, what's the word? Akajitokeza sasa akasema it was a false kidnapping and that the blood was a cow's blood.
Oh
not
God.
his blood.
Can I please?
Yes, please. Hold that thought.
Yeah, number one, all of that for nothing. Number two, this is a 22-year-old. I am not encouraging theft. I'm not encouraging such kind of behavior because that one we are not going to tolerate at all. But then, 20,000 bro. 20,000. Squeezy, how much do you use in a week? 20,000 too, bro.
No, his defense as this was ati alikuwa na areas za school fees. Madhake kufika police station akasema hakuna story kai. Nimelipa fee.
But let me tell you, something like that has ever happened to us in our family, whereby my cousin was working for my dad. At a certain dealer shop. A certain dealer shop. So kazini yangu akatuambia venye amekidnapiwa, ilikuwa mpaka police case. Amekidnapiwa nini, lakini nilimheshimu because it's a strategy. We could not, like, we couldn't sense anything was going wrong.
Yeah.
But this is so wrong because number one, this is your family that you're taking through all of this torture. So what he did, akaenda kadisapia pahali nini akauliza ransom back, tukatoa ransom. Mwisho tunakuja kujua kwamba ni yeye jamani.
How much?
I don't stuck in Jua. It was about 8 years ago. I think I was in primary still. My goodness. So, please don't take your family through that kind of torture.
That is not right. I mean, so for me, the big question is this. Alienda kwa bucha kambenini msa bucha. Nipe damu, nchote mkebe mbili. So, alijipaka aje. Ndo miswali yangu. So, alikuwa pale anajimwagilia.
Sina mkono drawing sasa.
So, mam, nimekuja, nimechapwa nini. I mean, and you know, first of all, hata damu inanuka.
Just hata nikwambie, angekuwa mjanja angeenda tafute tu body mmoja tu amwambie nipige mambili kadhaa.
Alikuwa anajipenda sana. There was no way. But
alafu unajua kwa nini alirudi home? Ukifuatilia story yote, jamaa alipigwa na njaa. Hana kakitu.
Akarudi home.
Kuna option tu ni kurudi tu home.
Lakini mamake ni mnoma. 20,000.
I salute you. When I grow up, that's the kind of woman I want to be.
But guys, nataka kuniambia nyinyi hamjawahi ile yenyewe umekosana na mama yako when you were in high school. And then naambia mimi hata huku si kwetu naenda natoka. Unaenda unatoka utakaa until 12 midnight or 11 and you still come back to that house.
Hata ifikangi hapo.
Aziza, do you know when I was younger, I used to pack my clothes in a Marlboro bag. Alafu nashindwa.
No, because the only thing that's going through your mind, takula wapi?
Hata kukula, my friend, hizo makofi zitakufa.
Even the thought itself is illegal. You know, if you grew up in East African homes, the thought itself ya kuenda zina mama yako nini.
You can't fathom it. Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, let's not play these tricks. It's insane. There's so much going on outside. Yeah, people are genuinely getting kidnapped and killed. So please, let's not play with our parents' hearts, namna hiyo. Sawa? Tukisonga mbele, wacha nini niwaambie wa Kenya. My message to all of you. You people are not honest. Mnashindanga mkisema hapa kila siku Waluya ndo wanapenda kuku. Kumba it's the whole country. It's the whole country. Anyway, a survey has come out. And it is said to be that Kenyans apparently really love chicken. It's remains to be the most popular dish among Kenyans, both online and offline. Mnashinanga pa mkisema Aluya it is all of you. We have seen you. I mean, but I love chicken, so I'm not even going to contend with this one. I am so glad it tops the chart. I really hope fish was somewhere there number 2. For vegetarians, sijui tutasaidiana aje, but Jose, are you a vegetarian?
No, how? I can't.
Because you've gone like for real?
Yeah, as in the thing is, I'm just like, so everybody Kumbe loves chicken, and it's pretty. You know, the good thing with chicken is that it can be made in very many ways. I'm not a chef. I'm just saying, nimekuwa nikikula chakula.
Na producer wetu manzi ametuandalia mapicha hapo. Sijui kama unatunenea. Are you trying to tell us that we are going for chicken after this?
Yes.
Kentezi, we are ready. We are willing.
Most definitely. So it's pretty amazing kwana. You know, people love chicken. Chicken is pretty. It's very nice white meat. So I think.
Mimi naweza kuuliza tu Jose, ushaikula tu chicken soup na chapo?
Kale kasupu.
Na kafirifiri kwa mbali.
But you know, Rick Amani plug. Rick, we've had chicken soup with you before, right? Kasupu ni nini. And pia Aziza as well, pia makes some very nice chicken. Anabebanga leo sijui Like
a black figure.
Yeah, so that's it. We
That's
really
proof
love
actually
chicken.
that
Yes.
Kenyans actually really do love chicken. So yeah, so that was on a survey that apparently chicken remains to be the top most loved food in the country. Pretty interesting. Now, speaking of surveys, I feel like this week we've had so many surveys, starting with the passports. You know, in case you didn't know, Japan has the strongest passport in the world, followed by South Korea. Kenya is ranked number 73, just information you should know, which I think is not bad.
And also number 9 in Africa, or number 8?
Number 8 in Africa,
number
for
190, yes.
192, I think 195 countries, or is it 93 countries in the world, we're number 73. It's not too badly off. Anyway, so alongside the passport ranking came out the cities ranking. And let me tell you, I honestly feel like this shocked me, because I wasn't expecting the city that was number 1 to be number 1. Drum roll, please. Number 1 is London, guys. I was shocked. I was expecting something like Paris, you know, well,
LA.
Yeah, well, LA, maybe. I think Dubai is a destination that everyone likes to go. I was expecting it to be on the top 10. It actually was not. Turns out number 1 was London, number 2 is Paris, number 3 is New York. Let me just go through that list real quick. New York, Tokyo, Amsterdam, Paris, Copenhagen, Melbourne, Barcelona, Rome, Madrid. I believe those are the top 10. Cape Town comes in at number 11.
For real?
Yeah. And it's actually on top of cities like Berlin, Mumbai, Bangkok, Dubai, Seoul. So yeah, I mean, I feel like this list was pretty interesting.
And what criteria were they using? Like maybe, for example,
I think the population of the people is probably one of them. Although London and New York, actually no, not really. I probably need to look into this a little bit more, because London and New York actually tie in terms of population. So, and then Tokyo has a larger population than both of them put together, actually. So it's pretty interesting. I found this, I really love such surveys. I don't know, na feeling nika siku moja nikendanga kwa hizi mashow za general knowledge.
Fun fact, and if I should share this. So you've mentioned New York. Speaking of New York, so there is New York, so New York City is in New York, right? So now in New York there is, and I want you guys to understand how big these cities are and maybe how much money these people actually generate. So there is NYPD. Most guys have watched movies with NYPD. That's the New York Police Department. So the New York Police Department's budget is almost our country's budget. New York NYPD's budget, guys. Yes. Take that to the bank. NYPD's budget, ile ya city, yani budget ya Nairobi CBD. So even unamaanisha nikisema CBD si uko Tawama estates or no, just the city itself, because kuna
Nairobi as a whole city.
Yes. Kuna makara wako na horses, others are on choppers, kuna nini, excluding state troopers. So that's how big these cities are. And remember, even owning maybe Trump Tower is in New York City, and it's actually ranked one of the, one of the most expensive buildings to
was
have
it
in
being
New York,
auctioned? I don't know. I think those
there was a time.
At a certain point in time. But I think if we're taking a look at that as a factor, it actually makes us tukue in a wake-up call. Especially when it comes to our capital city, Nairobi. We have a lot in terms of our creativity and what we can be able to do. Our drive, I don't believe kuna mse in any part of the world when yanaweza fikisha drive ya Wakenya. Wakenya tuko na tunajua kuchapa kazi, tuko na bidii. But then ukiangalia budget ya kama NYPD ikiwa iko juu sana hivyo, if we actually fund our policemen, we won't be having cases of corruption, in my opinion. Because if they're less paid in Amanisha, they look for money elsewhere. I'm not trying to gratify or make corruption look like a good thing. I'm not trying to defend the police force. But I think one of the key things that we can take a look at is investing in our police force, so that tuhakikisha kwamba kuna law and order. Insecurity shouldn't be a situation that we're actually talking about in Nairobi. So a big shout out to London. Napenda tu accent yao.
You know, actually, Jose, when you asked, I just quickly looked it up, and it seems some of the things that we are looking to rank the cities include the experiential quality of the city, so things like culture, restaurants, nightlife, shopping and sports. Hapo kwa nightlife wa Kenya. Na I thought mnakwanga mmeshikilia sector anyway. You know, so basically just the I guess the cities in general, you know, how in terms of like systems working, the products that the city produces, the prosperity, which I think goes down to the GDP. So yeah, I mean, I feel like those are some of the things that we're looking into. So wacha tuombe Mungu, hopefully Nairobi next year will be somewhere. I think next year is such a long shot. Like any one day, ipo siku. Okay, wacha tuseme ipo siku. Ipo siku. Na kwa hayo mengi na machache, guys, that's where I wrap it up from the highlights to there. Let's do this again next week. Same time, same place. My name is Ida Mumeta. Peace.
Adios.
All right,
That's
right
pretty
about
good.
now, please be sure to interact with us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Tunataka roll call conversation.
Bas.
Mark register pale hivyo kwenye Twitter, utuambie where you're tuned in from, and of course which mbogi you're representing, ni ngoma gani unataka Rika kuchezee. And when we come back, we're definitely going to be having an amazing artist. Ashafika inadi building, yani we're about to bounce, if you get it. I'm giving you a few hints here and there. But right about now, we'll be going for a short break. Don't go nowhere. Tuko tu hapa hivi tuko ndakas.